Well, we are here at Richmond Raceway. We are standing in the Sam Hunt Racing Hauler, and who could it be but Sam Hunt? Sam, we talked to you last year a little bit. I think I talked to you a couple times over the last couple of years. How you doing?
I'm good. It's good to see you. Good to be back here.
Good to be back at Richmond, your home track, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Always fun to be near family, friends, and hometown sport.
Well, I got to ask, first of all, this is a selfish question, but today's my 26th birthday. Actually,
no way.
You guys are number 26.
Yeah.
So how did you guys settle on that number to start with?
Yeah, originally when I started and went from the former K&N series to Xfinity, the number options were really limited. So it was either a number over 50 or the one number that was available under 50 was 26. And I felt like that was just a good number for what was available. So it was really luck of the draw.
Well, so you guys went out and qualified well today. What's your approach to this race specifically? You guys finished really well last year with Cavs.
Yeah, I think we know we've got a good starting point. We felt like the end of practice was really strong. This race is just so much about managing the run and managing your tires. Track's super abrasive, so for Corey and for us, the team needs to stay on the balance of the car, and then Corey just needs to focus on, not spinning the tires, making sure he keeps the tire under him all day, because whoever's got, the most tire left at the end of the run is going to do the best.
Qualifying going on right now. So I gotta ask, start of the season, it feels like you guys haven't gotten the finishes from the trip. I got a lot of that log. Saints running well at Daytona. I got caught up in a wreck. What are you guys adjusting as we're, sixth way through the year?
Yeah, I think we brought good race cars every week so far, and we've been in position for really good finishes. And I think now it just comes down to closing these days out and not making those small mistakes that might cost us the finish. But everybody in Sam Hunt Racing, Toyota TRD, there's so much effort going into this, smaller program right now, and it's cool to finally see it blossoming and to see us running so far up front.
Well, you guys have scaled back a little bit this year.
Yeah.
What went into that decision? Obviously, you guys lost Cavs in the offseason. What went into that decision and the evolution of those?
Yeah, a lot goes into that. It's obviously a business, and things kind of ebb and flow. And for us, we had Cavs decide to go cup racing, and we had some things change very late in the game. So we just felt like for our team to primarily focus on running one car full time, work on the details of the car, work on getting these cars built further ahead of time, and increasing our performance was the right path. And it's proven to be, the right one so far, because I feel like we've been fast every week.
And how much did that help you guys to have someone in a full-time seat this year?
Yeah, it helped a ton. It's nice to build with one guy and to have repetition. And I think there's pros to both situations. Right now we serve as a place for up and comers or talented guys that are still trying to get that full time ride a chance to show their skill set. So obviously, Cory Heim. Corey's a kid that I've been a believer in since he was late model racing locally. And, for years, I've always said I want to hit my car at some point. So it's cool that he's here now, in a solid capacity. And he's really bought into our program, and he's going to help make us better as we try and get that first win.
And we've seen him excel.
Yeah.
Trucks and Xfinity run well. How is having like an up-and-comer like that helping build the program?
Yeah, Corey's special because he's young, and obviously he doesn't have a lot of Xfinity experience. He's talented. Obviously his natural ability is off the charts, but not everybody realizes how hard Corey studies and prepares. He is just an animal when it comes to preparation every week. His time in the simulator, his time with the team. So, I think we'll see Corey racing on Sundays at some point in the future, and it's just really cool that he's going to spend some time with us and help us grow to be a better team.
And you guys have had a lot of opening week hours behind the wheel.
Yeah.
You had Jones for this year.
Yeah.
You had Sage. You had Santino, Bass, and Tatum.
Yeah.
So does that help? How does that aid y'all's program and development?
Yeah, I think it's a really cool thing that we do. I think it's always fun to have guys that, compete in different genres of motorsport and come from overseas that want to see what the NASCAR thing's all about and want to dip their toes in. So, for us, we really welcome those crossovers. And I think, as the sport grows, we're just going to see more and more of it on a weekly basis.
And a little bit of a design note. What would it take? How did you guys decide to do the reflective numbers this year? It seems like more teams are doing that now.
Yeah, no. Obviously, Gear Wrench, had the reflective number with Kevin at SHR, and we thought it'd be really cool to try it out. And the brand, Gear Wrench, who's been a great partner of ours, was all for it and all for the design. And we're always trying to be creative at Samuel Racing, whether it's how the cars look, how we make them fast, how we take the resources we have and compete with these bigger teams. So I'd say it just falls into the creative realm of SHR.
You're talking about creativity. I love the word.
Yeah.
I said about that design is awesome.
Yeah.
So I got to ask, going into this season and the changes in driver lineup, what would you guys had Jeffrey rookie races this year? How did you start planning that out? Because it's going to be a little bit chaotic. Right?
It's very chaotic. And obviously there's a challenge that comes to having different drivers. Jeffrey's a great guy, and we've always loved Jeffrey. I think he wants a fair shot and solid equipment, and feels like he can get it done. And we're excited to see how he progresses through the rest of his races. And Corey obviously is a really talented up and comer that through the Toyota program and through TRD, and that's just been a natural fit to land here. And it's chaotic, but it's rewarding when you either see these guys succeed in our car, land in our car, and we're full capacity, or move on and run on Sundays. John Hunter and a lot of guys that have come through this place in different capacities have made careers. So at the end of the day, that's special to me.
And I saw on Racing Reference, thank you, Racing Reference, that you were at 150 starts as an owner now. Like, whether it was 2 cars in one race or just one car, you're at 150 entries.
Yeah.
Is that milestone? What's that milestone mean?
I had no idea. We had done that many races. Kind of scary, actually. But no, it's cool. I think when we started, it was a 1 or 2 race deal, and it was a long shot to make it to race 3, and it was just kind of a dream. So to be here 150 races later, and still, I feel like growing in a good direction is really special. But it's kind of just a testament to the people that work for me. We just have really good humans that work for us, and the culture is fun, and that's probably what I'm most proud of.
And what's next for Sam Hunt Racing this year? What are you looking forward to the most? Obviously, Richmond home race for you guys. I'm sure you're looking forward to that. But what are you guys hoping to improve on the most?
Man, I think this year we're just focusing on being good everywhere. I think in the past we've hit it at certain tracks, and at certain tracks we may have not been as strong. Right now the focus is we want to bring a good race car, whether we're late racing, whether we're short track racing. Obviously, the intermediate racing is going to be probably the toughest for us, but we're pushing that program, and I think throughout the year, if we can improve the 1.5 mile program and be as competitive there as we are on the short tracks and the road courses, we can be in a good spot going into 2025.
And as for both VCU alums, we got to see a black and gold car anytime soon?
I would love a black and gold car. If anybody watches from the VCU side, we have had this idea for a couple of years now and need to figure out who the right person to talk to is about it. So it would be really cool to run a Rams primary car here, have VCU students out. I think there's a lot of cool things that can happen there. We just need to connect the dots and get the school on board.
Let's get VCU on the card. Sam, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's great to see you, as always. Thank you, guys.
This is Timmy Hill, driver of the 56 Toyota. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also check out one of those videos beside me and visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.